Right, so New Japan, we got Kingdom versus TM61, the tag team match. We got Cody versus Juice, Jericho versus Tanahashi, Gallows and Anderson versus Red Dragon, Jeff Cobb versus Will Ospreay, Nakamura versus Andrade with Naito at ringside, and our main event will be Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Now, I'm a site manager at an engineering company, Jamie. Which is why my work phone always rings when I'm in stream, because I'm always on call 24/7. It's annoying, but there we go. It is what it is. That you have to take the rough with the smooth, don't you, I suppose? Alright then, let's get... Ooh! Let's not knock my drink over. Let's boost the speed of some of these matches up so they don't go too long. I think that's probably okay, just that one. We'll do both tag team matches because they can go a bit all the time, can't they? There we go. To be honest, Jamie, I struggled with my talking. I used to have quite a bad stutter and was not very good at talking in public, so I started this just to sort of practice, and it's I didn't expect to get to this sort of point, to be honest, but here we are. I'll take it. We've hit 4,900 subscribers today. If we continue at the same run rate, we can try and hit 5k by the end of the month. Or not by the end of this month, sorry. By the end of August, definitely. We can try and hit... Oh, actually, probably not. 100 subs in a month is going to be quite difficult, isn't it? It's possible. Definitely end of September we'll hit 5k. Evening, Jay. We're starting things off a bit of New Japan. Two of the tag teams you would imagine would be quite low down in the rankings in the tag team division. Neither, I think, are going to really set the world on fire, but you never know. We could see some interest from these two. A couple of good victories picked up, and they could really fire themselves into a championship picture. Did you manage to watch the first two episodes then, Jay? What did you think? Who did you think come out on top? I thought it was quite even, to be honest, but... So I'll have a drink at the same time as you do. I've got some beers in the fridge I need to finish off at some point. Just to keep you all updated, I won't be streaming tomorrow or Saturday, but potentially Sunday evening. But we'll stick to the schedule already set for this. So this will be obviously episode 2 today. Episode 3 of this will be on Monday. Episode 4 on Wednesday. And the finale will be next Friday. I have thought about that before, Jamie, to be honest, because I quite enjoy messing around with the creation suite. Not actually creating things, but just like randomizing. So I have thought about it at some point. The thing is, what I always used to do with the universe, mate, because I was pre-recording it, I could get ahead of myself, and then I'd have a bit of time to mess around. But at the moment, because I'm doing this live, that's why I've had to try and cut it down a bit and do it like 2 or 3 nights a week. Because I'm doing it live, obviously, it takes up a whole evening on itself, and then obviously I have to edit them and put them on YouTube as well. Which I think no matter what we do streaming-wise, whether we stick with Twitch or go back to YouTube, I'm not sure yet, but either way, I think what we'll end up doing is still, once the stream's complete, we'll probably private the stream, so it can't be watched anymore, and then I'll upload the episodes individually, just to make them a bit easier to watch. Because I feel I've looked back at a couple of them, and they're difficult to watch when you're watching back, because I talk to chat a lot, and it's difficult to know what's going on. It'd be interesting to see now. Of course, NXT will not be allowed on this vote still next week. Get the week off like AEW did. But Impact, of course, hammered them this week. Yeah, I was just trying to say which way worked better, to be honest, Jamie. I don't know whether... I like the idea of Twitch. It's much easier and smoother to stream with. But like you say, there's a lot of people from YouTube that probably don't get a chance to see it. But I was hoping by moving over to Twitch we might pick up some new fans anyway. But I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I mean, we might look at continuing this back on Monday, back on YouTube. I think it's only worth jumping over to Twitch when you've got a larger following to do so, because obviously I don't qualify for any of the monetization on Twitch yet. So it's probably more beneficial for me to stay on YouTube anyway, just for the advertising aspects and that sort of stuff. Not like it's a lot, but it's just that YouTube rip you off a bit when it comes to donations and stuff like that. Matt Taven heading up top with Nick Miller down. Matt Taven, big frog splash. There's the pin. Shane Thorne's down on the outside, and he can't get there in time, and Kingdom do pick up the victory here against TM61 in the opening match of episode 2 of New Japan here in season 3. So Kingdom get the win, and TMDK, the mighty Don't Kneel, pick up the loss, which means that Nick Miller and Shane Thorne pick up individual losses, and Matt Taven and Mike Kanellis pick up wins. That was a good match, that one, because not necessarily a match really, but it's two teams that we haven't really seen anything of so far, so it's good to see them on the whole card. Yeah, Jamie, YouTube take half of all donations, Twitch take nothing. But it doesn't really matter, I'm not really getting many donations anyway. I mean, the few that I have had have been muchly appreciated, but I don't expect it. Yeah, YouTube are a bit more steely. Hey ho. It's what you have to put up with, isn't it, I suppose. I suppose over on YouTube we will get a lot more views on our streams and that sort of stuff anyway. What did you think of the previous two shows then, Jay? Did you think they were good, the first couple? If you've had a chance to watch them, that is. Right, Juice versus Cody. This was Cody's debut match in New Japan, wasn't it, at Wrestle Kingdom? Am I right? Am I right? I did watch it myself, I can't quite remember, to be honest. Who the hell is that? Oh, it's you, okay. So I just sort of popped up my phone there for a second. Alright, Juice now with the headlock, taking Cody down. I mean, it'd be interesting to see who comes out on top of this, really. And it'll also be interesting to see who gets voted in next as well. That's going to be interesting. I feel like I would like to do something like NWA, but at the same time, I'm worried that NWA just doesn't really have a very significant roster. So that might be tricky. It might be tricky. And hey ho, it looks like a lot of the NWA guys are jumping around anyway at the moment of time, aren't they? Because I'm not even sure on AEW last night how true... I don't know if anyone's watched AEW yet, but how true it was what they were saying. I won't say too much just in case you haven't watched it yet, but... Juice now dropping a back senton on Cody. Boot in the chest, another boot in the chest as well. Brings Cody back up now into that reverse chin lock. Not much new duration. This is only the second match anyway, so you don't miss too much. We've only had one match so far, which was Kingdom versus TM61, and Kingdom picked up the victory. Well, last night in AEW, Jamie, there was an open challenge for the TNT Championship, and the open challenge was cashed in by Eddie Kingston. I really enjoyed Dynamite last night. I thought it was one of the best Dynamites they've done, to be honest. Eddie Kingston was pretty good, but they stressed a few times in the match that Eddie had been really, really struggling with the lockdown to the point where he had to start like selling things out of his house or selling his wrestling gear just to make his mortgage. Which I think is it's possibly true by some of the stuff I've read recently about NWA and their pay structure. I wouldn't be surprised. Did they offered that Zeki Dice? They offered him $250 a month to wrestle at NWA. $250 a month. Ricky Starks was offered $1,000 a month. But I'm sure they're on a hell of a lot more than that at AEW, to be honest. Not too much, really. It was just a simple tag match, really. Matt Taven picked up the pin and got Kingdom the victory. Which is good. It's a tag team we haven't seen much of so far, so it was good to have a chance to let a couple of others really get an opportunity to show what they can do on the card. Yeah, I was impressed with Eddie Kingston. The Young Bucks' big dive off the Titantron was incredible. Although I feel like they probably should have saved that big dive for a pay-per-view, to be honest. That's it, New Generation. Yeah, it's... I mean, the fact they were... I know it sounds worse than it probably is, to be honest. I mean, bearing in mind that NWA probably do a lot of their recordings on one day. So I suppose you're getting paid $250 a month, but that's probably like for 1 or 2 days' work in the month. But you're... I think they're locked in. I don't know how it sort of works with their contracts. But obviously Eddie Kingston hasn't had much work over the last few months, so I don't know if that was just a bit of a helping hand for Eddie Kingston last night. As that is a massive win though for Juice. Big win for Juice. His first victory so far in this universe, and Cody picks up a loss, which I think is his first loss as well. Me. Jamie, you're watching us, aren't you? Juice offering the handshake. Cody reciprocates. Cody showing some great respect for the man who just one-upped him. Right then, next up we have got... Oh, it's a big match actually. Quite early in the card for this one as well. Jericho versus Tanahashi. Where are they? At the moment then, Chris Jericho sitting on a blank 0 points. And Tanahashi sitting on... where is Tanahashi? There he is. +2. So both of them are in a good position. You're watching a video of yourself. Right, here we go. I still can't believe I'm not allowed to follow myself. That really annoys me. I want to be able to follow myself. New Generation, you know that you like re-followed. It was a bit of a bug last time round. Yeah, it doesn't count anymore. It's gone back down. Although it did hit 10 today because somebody else followed me that I've never seen or heard of before. Bevict. I don't know who Bevict is, to be honest, but he followed us earlier today. Yeah, I think that's a common thing. Not actually hitting the Earth, like, but I think we have lots of asteroids that are on collision courses with the Earth. That's true. Yeah, I think there's a lot of asteroids that have collision courses with the Earth, but the problem is that they end up getting burnt up in our atmosphere. Oh, well, let's hope it hits someone that we don't really care about then. Where's somewhere we can say we don't care about that's not going to come across as offensive? Moving on from that conversation. I'm not saying anything. I'm not responding to that. Wow, that's a high fly flow. That's very early on here for Tanahashi. Is he going to pick up a quick win? Oh, wow. It's possible, yeah. I think they've already started at New Generation, haven't they? Dropping all these deadly viruses around the world. Tanahashi's doing incredibly well here, absolutely dominating Chris Jericho. Tanahashi is going to be forced himself into a championship picture. We've not really thought much about that. Tonight we are going to have a United States Championship qualifier. And I believe at the pay-per-view we're going to have a repeat of our previous pay-per-view's Intercontinental Championship match between Naito and Nakamura. We already know we've got Omega versus Suzuki actually, don't we? So we've got a few matches already tied up, to be honest. Omega versus Suzuki, Naito versus Nakamura. Tag Team Championships is going to be Evil and Itami versus Sanada and Andrade. Of course, Evil and Sanada currently Tag Team Champions, but of course Evil dropping away from the LIJ stable to join Bullet Club. And he's a team at one Bullet Club member to try and pull those belts that way. AJ Styles will defend his United States Championship at the pay-per-view against the winner of tonight's main event. Apart from that, we've got Pac as the Junior Heavyweight Champion and Ishii as a Never Openweight Champion as well. So lots of action. I ain't doing that again, I'd check. They've already taken my money from one stream. I can't afford to do that again. The thieving gits. That's backbreaker by Jericho. You'll have to get your FIFA skills up now, I'd check then. If you're going to help stream with me and do the co-op on FIFA 21. Oh, can you? Wow, Jericho locking in the Lion Tamer or the walls. But the superior leg strength of Mr. Tanahashi flips him free. Into the Sling Blade. Oh, only a 2 count. Now we completed another achievement now on Twitch. We completed 2 achievements on Twitch actually. Reach 3 average viewers in a stream, and reach 10 followers. We've got both of those now. Look at us, look. All we need is 40 more followers and we can start earning money. That's pretty cool. I've never even heard of a Parsec before. Or Parsec. I've got the old Smackdown vs. Raw. I could dig out the old GM mode. I've not quite achieved average yet on FIFA, I'd check. That's what I'm trying to get to, is average. That was a free, wasn't it, surely? Yeah, we'll do it at some point. Definitely give that a go. I was saving GM mode until PJ Toby came to visit, and we were going to sort of play it against each other. But when that'll happen, I've got no idea at this point in time. I've got 2007. I can probably get 2008 to be honest, but I've got 2007 at the moment. That's true. I don't know, Jamie, to be honest. I've not played it in so long, I can't even remember how it works. I don't think you need to, do you? I've seen the stuff for the new FIFA career mode today as well. That's interesting for next season. Apparently you can simulate the games, but you can take control of key moments in the career mode games, which is interesting. It's been a good match, this one, so far, to be honest. I really thought early on, at least, that Tanahashi was going to absolutely hammer Jericho here, but Jericho seems to be holding his own. Jericho, nice running bulldog. Oh, there goes my work phone. I'm not interested in that. Hello, Kat. How are you? Yeah, are you good? Are you happy, Kat? No back scratches? Back scratches? Back scratcher! Back scratcher! There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of choice in the career. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that ad check. Is the stream gone really laggy for you guys, or is it just me? It's just me, isn't it? Yeah, it's just me, yeah. It's alright, I just, I know what I've done. That's fine, as long as it's just me, that's not a problem. I've just set my editing software up to do something in the background, and, it's, yeah, it's made mine lag. Codebreaker by Jericho into the pin. And Jericho gets the win. That's a massive win for him. That's a big win for old Jezza. Jericho, fuck yeah. He has beaten Tanahashi. There we go. And another handshake. Well, the game's loving handshakes tonight, isn't it? The game is absolutely loving handshakes. Everyone's having a handshake. You get a handshake. You get a handshake. Everyone gets a handshake. Right, next up, another tag team match. A referee? How the hell's that worked? Oh, I just sat on something I shouldn't have sat on. Ow. Well, I'm not getting that back. Where are we then? Oh, hello. Okay, I've just had something pop up on my Twitter. I don't know if anyone else has seen it, have they? Yeah, Jamie, I think they all have their specific stuff I think they're really good at, to be honest. I quite enjoy watching Zerka play some games that the other ones don't really touch. He's more the gamer, I think, out of the lot. Yeah, I'm so glad they did that, Jay. So glad. You heard me moaning about it the other day about how much I hate double champion. So to sorry, New Generation. I'll finish that sentence in a second. Yeah, I'm so happy, Jay, they've actually done that. No, what I was just reading on Twitter, it's just popped up now, which is going to be very interesting for all of you guys, I think. Apart from Jay, probably. But apparently, there was an interview done today between Pat McAfee, whatever his name is, the annoying guy, with Adam Cole. And Adam Cole dropped several F-bombs during the stream, or the interview, and then dropped the mic and stormed out. They're saying it's unclear at the moment whether it was a work or not, but I mean, if it was a work, would they allow him to swear like that? I've got no idea, to be honest. But yeah, it's interesting to see that has happened. I know... Well, I don't know. It's difficult to say. I mean, if they want to be more edgy and they want to keep up with AEW, that's the sort of thing they need to do, but... during the interview, Pat McAfee said Adam Cole is nowhere near as good as HBK when it comes to people comparing them, but that's only because he has massive respect for Shawn. Okay, well, yeah. I can't stand that Pat McAfee anyway, but... I mean, it's probably fake, to be honest, but... It's probably fake, it's probably a work, but it's worth a look at, just in case, you never know. I don't know when their contracts are due. HBK was that special person, wasn't he? He was fantastic in the ring, but my God, was he a problem. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it is a work, to be honest, Jay, but it's interesting nonetheless. I don't know whether if it was a work, I don't know whether it would be, whether they'd allow him to use the bad language, considering how they try and push their shows for certain TV shows, but of course it was an online interview, so it doesn't have to react to any of their sort of TV ruling, does it, I suppose? So we saw the Good Brothers over on Impact the other day, and they got a victory. Is it Roman Reigns? Big spinebuster by Carl Anderson on Bobby Fish. Gallows takes out... Oh, Kyle O'Reilly, not quite enough, though. Oh, yeah, you've said before, I'm sure you have. Big choke slam by Gallows as Anderson now stalking Bobby Fish. This is a walkover at this point, isn't it? This is a walkover. The Good Brothers completely destroying them. And there we go. Gallows and Anderson get the victory. Strong, strong win for them. They needed that. They were -1 coming into this. Well, Gallows was. Anderson wasn't, because Anderson got a singles win, didn't he, last time round. But they needed that. Yeah, that's good. That's good for them. It balances the rankings out a bit more. Yeah. Well, maybe they're doing a work on it, but I just can't see what use they would have to get McAfee involved, to be honest. Jay's favourite wrestler of all time. I don't know. I feel you might be like me, Jay, to be honest. I think there might be a lot. Is it one of the guys on the screen by any chance? I don't know who I would say mine was, to be honest. I'd probably say The Undertaker, because he was the big one when I grew up, I suppose. Or Mick Foley. So Cobb versus Ospreay. I've got no idea then, Jay. It's such a broad question, it's difficult to even say, isn't it, I suppose? I tend to change as time goes on, I suppose. Different styles, different types is what I enjoy. I'm going to go with Buff Bagwell. Buff Bagwell all the way. I was going to say New Jack, but I'm not quite sure you can really class him as a wrestler, to be honest. The guy's just a nutter. Absolute nutter. Cobb taking into that power bomb. Cobb now into a gut wrench. And deadlifts up into a sit-out powerbomb. Cobb is dominating Will Ospreay here. Absolutely destroying him. Just dragging his dead weight into the middle of the ring before locking in that last chancery submission. Which is a great submission, but it's also very difficult for Cobb to hold for long. Because of that bridge. The hell? Ospreay just defeated the laws of physics and time there. Ospreay dropping a boot in the arm. Yeah, it's not far away, Jay, really, is it? I mean, you can't really go wrong with anyone on that list, to be honest. Nice slam out by Ospreay. Boot across the chest. I still reckon Buff Bagwell, though. There's the pin by Ospreay on Cobb. He's having none of it. Old Cobb just kicks him off after one. Yeah, Mr. Perfect, yeah. He really should have been champion at some point. And British Bulldog never was he either? What's up, Meowington? Where are you? There you are. You come from my belly rubs. Oh, scratchy, 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 scratch. Yeah. Why didn't you tell everyone what's wrong? No, nothing's wrong now. You got attention, that's all you wanted, wasn't it? So I'm talking to the cat. I missed that second line there. That confused the life out of me there for a second. Yeah, I missed the second line. All I saw was Rick Rude. Those are both my fathers. I'm like, what? You made in some sort of lab. Yeah, and then I saw the word favourites underneath. Completely missed that. Cobb, nice deadlift, looking for the standing moonsault. They're your dad's favourites, not... They're not your dad's. Okay, that makes more sense. Cobb now raining the uppercuts. Cobb running in with a big uppercut again. Springs off the ropes into the dropkick. Cobb now stamping on the arm of Ospreay before wrenching him up into the gut wrench. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip, looking for a second. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip, looking for a trifecta of gut wrench suplexes here on Will Ospreay. Ooh, Ospreay kicking out the leg. It's been a pretty decent show so far, Jay, to be honest. I mean, with this one, with the Jericho Tanahashi match was really good as well. Even the Juice versus Cody match was pretty decent. He always seems tired, doesn't he, Jamie? He's always just absolutely knackered. Ospreay dropping the jawbreaker. Cobb now rolling Ospreay over and hooks in that submission. There's Jamie singing lyrics from his favourite song ever. Oh, nice. Cobb just launching Ospreay with that German Into the pin. 1 and a 2. And only a 2. Okay. There is more battles to be done. But Cobb is deciding to take Will Ospreay on a nice little tour of the islands before dropping into the pin and getting himself the win. There we go. Jeff Cobb, big victory here for Will Ospreay. There we go. Yeah, Cobb, we're going to get another handshake. Seriously? This game just loves freaking handshakes, doesn't it? Jeff Cobb +1. Will Ospreay -1. Wow, it's 8:15 already. Wow. Well then. Jeff Cobb with a victory over Will Ospreay. Let's keep going. I did it really. Right, next up they've got Nakamura versus Andrade, and Andrade will have Naito at ringside. Of course, like I said, it is going to be Nakamura versus Naito at the pay-per-view for the Intercontinental Championship once again. This time, though, no disqualifications. No countouts, extreme rules. And tonight, Naito looking to try and get one over on Nakamura by getting his stablemate Andrade to pick up the win. Cobb was Television Ring of Honor champion, and Ospreay was never Openweight champion. Cobb walked away with both belts. Okay. Yeah, Ospreay sort of... I've always had in my head that the never Openweight belt is more... I know we see Nakamura and Naito going face-to-face already, allowing Andrade to try and get some control. Catch a German by Andrade. Wow. Yeah, I've always seen the never Openweight belt as a belt for the more bigger, stronger, burlier, like hard-hitting wrestlers. However, yeah, Ospreay really does open that up a little bit, doesn't he? To a different element. I feel like that match we just had was effectively open never weight or never Openweight, whatever it's called, sort of division. So maybe we have the more contendership based on that soon. Andrade just... Yep. That's what I said. I said skibidabadiba. Nice running drop kick there by Andrade. Andrade springs him off, ducks underneath. Nakamura now taking Andrade up into that sit-out powerbomb. And Shinsuke Nakamura taking Andrade down with the Kinshasa. Oh, only a 2 count though. Andrade rolling Shinsuke through. Shinsuke fighting... Oh, sorry, Andrade fighting back. Both guys collide in the middle. Shinsuke comes out on top, springs Andrade off, and throws him over the top of his head. Big boot into the spine, then into a pin. 1, 2... No, only 1 count. See, Naito's actually thrown his steel chair into the ring as well, but at the moment, Andrade's not going to get a chance to use it as Nakamura drops Andrade head first over the top. I think he went for another knee strike there, and Andrade was able to roll out the way into a Hurricanrana. Andrade now with the arm, rolling Nakamura through and monkey flips him over the top. Andrade, oh, Nakamura pushes Andrade away. Oh, stiff forearm. Into the corner he goes. Big boot into the gut. Andrade knee strikes into the corner. No, I watched the game, Jay, but I didn't actually watch the trophy lifting afterwards. It should be delayed. I think your chat is, well, it's delayed to come from me to you, but the audio and the video should be delayed at the same rate. Sometimes I just get a bit behind. Hurricanrana. Big boot in the face. I just watched it to see Chelsea lose, to be honest, Jay. It's good for Man United then for the weekend. Essentially now, if Man United beat Leicester on Sunday, Man United finish third in the Premiership. Okay, that's interesting. Referee flattened here. This is a good opportunity. Oh, there's a kick out. Nice wrenching back of the arm. Both guys back up, and Naito will be happy to see that. Naito will be happy to see the damage being done on the arm. I found a video of that Adam Cole thing. I haven't, Jamie, no. I say I'm not really a big music... I am, but not really up-to-date. I think up-to-date music's terrible, to be honest with you. Yeah, New Japan's been very good so far tonight, New Generation. I mean, we've still got to see what Impact has to offer, but they're going to have to really work hard to beat this. It's another low blow by Nakamura. Okay. Nakamura, of course, got disqualified in that match against Naito at the pay-per-view in the Intercontinental Championship match because of that low blow. And here he is now getting the low blow on Andrade. Nakamura now taking that advantage into the Kinshasa. Into the pin for the 1, 2, and 3. And Nakamura proper healing it up there. Referee being distracted by the damaged turnbuckle. And Nakamura able to hit that low blow on the outside. And Nakamura able to pick up the victory here over Andrade. The audio's ahead of the video. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Okay. That's not good. 1 second, let me... Right, I've turned my mic off and turned it back on. Let's do a little bit of a test. How do I do a test? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, I'll see what we do then. Right, so I'm going to press next match in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, let me know if that was like delay or fast or... You're right, New Generation, I am deaf at the moment. I burst an eardrum this morning. It really, really hurts. Oh, I don't know what happened. Was that on or was that like off? Half a second? Is that a big problem or... This is the last match of this show, so we get to the end of this match, I might have to restart the stream if you're struggling with it. Half a second ain't too bad, I suppose. Oh, you missed all the cool stuff, I'd check. We had lots of cool, fun stuff happen while you were gone. It was better when you were gone, to be honest. Right, if it's a big problem, I can restart the stream before we start Impact. If it's not a big problem, we'll just carry on. It's up to you guys. What's up, darling? Oh, hello. So this is United States Championship #1 contendership, by the way. And Adam Cole being destructed by the Titantron. Oh, but it's Okada. There's the Rainmaker clothesline by Okada on Adam Cole. Referee doing a terrible job there. Like, clearly saw it and didn't do anything about it, but... Oh. Adam Cole able to survive. Is that a fat joke, I'd check? Yeah, I did set it up, yeah. I was trying to pretend, you know, I was in character. But yeah, I did set it up, yeah. Well, he's returning the favour, Okada, isn't he? Because last episode, of course, Adam Cole distracted Okada mid-match. And now Okada trying to return the favour. And it's allowed Hangman Page to really get into some control in this one. How's the audio with the audience noise? Is that working okay tonight? I realised on the 2 videos we did the other day, I had to, well, it was a tricky one because I feel like I was a bit too quiet at some points. You couldn't hear me very well, so I've reduced the audio a little bit to try and make it a bit better. So hopefully I'm not getting drowned out by the crowd. But if I ever do, let me know and I'll change the audio settings around a little bit. Adam Cole now springs Adam Page back into the middle of the ring. And of course the winner of this one will get AJ Styles for the United States Championship. Although there might be more things in Adam Cole's mind at the moment. Of course, being Okada potentially. Hangman Adam Page now up in the corner, stalking the ground, and Adam Cole going to go for the pin. But I feel like he might have left it a little bit long there. If he pinned him a little bit quicker, he might have got the victory. Adam Cole fighting back with the elbow in the face. Adam Cole. Nice takedown. It's almost like an inverted Falcon Arrow. It's a bit of a weird one, that, wasn't it? Whatever it was effective. I think I've sussed out my my streaming a bit better now as well with other games, that is. I think I'm going to stream other games and record like important parts that I want to upload as videos. That's the plan, as Adam Cole in with a pin. Not quite enough for the full 3 though. Oh, I've got the Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee, is that his name? I can't remember now. I've got the video from that, so we can have a look at that at some point. I'm not sure yet, to be honest, Jay. I think whoever it's going to be is going to have to be someone big, isn't it? Because it's going to be such an interesting sort of... it's going to be such an important win, or loss in that case. You know who I think it could be, Jay? I mean, this is really out there, but what if it's Wardlow? What if it's Wardlow? I see MJF maybe going on and facing off against... yeah, if MJF goes on and faces off against Cody for the TNT Championship at All Out, MJF wins that. Wardlow turns on him. Wardlow fights MJF for the belt. Jungle Boy's a shout. I think whoever it's going to be is going to be a boost for somebody, I suppose. I don't think it can be... I don't know. I thought that New Generation, but I don't know if they're starting to build towards maybe even a four. I don't know about a four-way, maybe. I don't know how high the C starts, but you could have Moxley versus Cage versus Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks in the Fatal 4-Way for the championship, maybe. That'd be interesting. Nice drop there by Hangman Page. Yeah, I don't know if they see Ricky Starks that high up. I'm just going based on the storyline they're currently building. Well, that's it, Jay. Ricky Starks is involved in that storyline, isn't he? Now, Ricky Starks is aligned with Cage. So Ricky Starks is with Cage and Moxley and Allen. So it's an interesting scenario. It could be like that. Yeah, I would say the same sort of thing, Jay, but I don't know if it's just because he's involved in that, or whether they might go down the triple threat route. I don't know. Give Ricky Starks something else to do. Did you see the Lance Archer thing last night where he attacked everyone backstage? That was funny. The main bit that was funny was when he just lifted the guy up and stuck his head through the ceiling tile. I thought that was hilarious, that was. Again, another really good match here tonight. I like Mustafa Ali, to be honest. It seems like from what I've read, there was a lot of people internally in WWE who had issues with Paul Heyman. And now Paul Heyman's gone, they might get more opportunities, I'm not sure. Yeah, I miss Sammy, to be honest. He's got a good entertainment value to him. A lot of people hated him early on, but I think he's really grown on a lot of people now as well. Yeah, the Lance Archer, just like... Because I just didn't see it coming. I saw him pick the guy up and I thought he was going to throw him across the room. But no, he just lifted him directly up and stuck his head through a ceiling tile. And then he picked the other guy up and just dumped him head first in the bin. But it was good to see, because I feel like they need to do something with Lance Archer, because he's a little bit quiet at the moment. They need to get him involved in some sort of story. But I don't know what they can give him at this point in time. Nice roll up here. I mean, everyone's tied up, aren't they? That's the problem. Oh, did he? Oh, that makes sense then. Yeah, I don't know who they can give him to work with, because a lot of people are tied up, the bigger names, aren't they? I mean, Hangman and Omega are tied up in that tag team division, and you've got Cody's tied up with his TNT Championship run. Cage and Moxley are tied up. Doesn't really leave a lot of options. I'm hoping Pac comes back soon. I've given it once go, Jamie. I didn't really get it too well, to be honest. Oh, they did do that, didn't they? They did a little bit of that at Fight for the Fallen, didn't they? Lance Archer versus Joe Janella. But I think they're just struggling with him. I think they need someone else. Maybe like a Rusev. Because I would imagine, and I had this conversation with PJ Tovey earlier, I would imagine that the people who haven't signed for Impact will probably end up at AEW, which I think is literally just Zack Ryder and Rusev now, I think are the only two big names. You've got Eric Rowan and Is that it now? Eric Rowan and No Way Jose. As Hangman looking for that Deadeye for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And there we go. Hangman Adam Page gets the win. And that means that Hangman Adam Page, who's now got 3 points this season, will be going up against AJ Styles at the pay-per-view for the United States Championship. Which also means that Adam Cole is now free to have a match at the pay-per-view against Okada, which is lovely. That's perfect. That's exactly how I wanted things to play out, and it has worked. Okay, the pay-per-view gets stronger and stronger then. Okada versus Adam Cole. Baby. It's off by... Okay. Well, if you guys want to sit there for a second, I can restart the stream. Yeah, Rusev does, yeah. Luchasaurus is a good shout. Although they seem to be feuding Jurassic Express. Well, Jurassic Express and Best Friends together are feuding with the Inner Circle at the moment, aren't they? But there we go. That's a good episode, that, of New Japan.